Welcome back, everybody. This is Jeff, and there is Mark.
Hello.
Hey, we're going to do a test on this heat exchanger, okay? So this is the heat exchanger out of the car, out of this 97 Ferrari 355. I'm assuming it's the original one. Mark has had this car for a long time. I think it was only several years old. I mean, a few years old when he purchased the car.
Yeah, I want to say I got it in like 2005.
So,
Only 22,000 miles, so.
He doesn't have that many, he had 22,000 miles on he bought, he said.
Got
and
50 now.
It's got, 50. So we're assuming this is the original heat exchanger in the car. And he didn't have a problem. We're going to pressure check this thing and see if there's going to be an issue. He has cleaned it up a little bit. It doesn't look really too bad.
It needs a little better cleaning.
I mean, he can clean up on it a little bit better. I mean, you can see a little bit of corrosion here on the outside, but we can actually access this thing without dropping the motor. It'll be a pain in the butt, but you have to take the top of the motor, the intake off, and it exposes it. So, I mean, it's not a done deal if we put this back in and a year from now it leaks. I mean, you could get a new one that leaks. You could have one that's manufactured incorrectly and leak. It happens all the time, so just because you're putting something new in doesn't mean it's fail-safe. So, and we could get a used one too, but that doesn't mean that's any better either. But anyway, just trying to, not make any other, not increase his cost by a lot. I mean, we've got a lot of money going in this build here. We've got new heads or new valves that'll be redoing the heads with the new valves and that. So the motor, as you can see over here, is tore down quite a bit. If you haven't seen the other videos that we're doing, we've got both heads sent out. We've got valve guides that are worn, valves that need to be replaced. So this is going to be a substantial bill that we're going to have here, and we're just kind of seeing if we can cut any corners on this if we can. Not that that's right or wrong. Some people might say, oh my gosh, you shouldn't be doing that. It's a Ferrari. Well, believe me, we're recording it, and there's shops out there that are doing the same thing. There's Ferrari dealers out there doing the same thing. If the customer doesn't want to buy it, they're not going to buy it. They're not going to force the guy to change things that they're not wanting to change. Believe me, it's done. Just because it's at the dealer or another shop, they're just not recording it and advertising it. So at least we have the honesty of showing you that we're, doing this. So we're going to go ahead and hook this up with the smoke machine. This actually probably doesn't have much pressure on it when it operates.
2 pounds is about it.
And we're going to hit the smoke machine. This is where your fluid comes in, your hydraulic fluid from your transaxle. And we're going to force it through here. We probably need to block this hole off and see if it comes out of any of these holes. All right? So we're going to get that set up and do that right now. All right? We're going to put that down and set it up. We've got our hose plugged here, and then we've got our tube in here from the smoke machine. So we're getting ready here to turn this on. And he's going to plug it up. We're going to a little power source. This runs off a 12 volt. We've got a battery charger hooked to this system. If it reaches. There it goes. So.
Start making smoke here?
Yeah. And you could hear like a little bit of a resistance here. And then you'll see the smoke coming out here in a second. It takes it a minute or so for it to generate smoke because it heats the oil up. Probably see it here better with the black background. See, any minute now. There it goes.
There it goes.
You can start seeing the smoke. I don't know.
Yeah, it's coming.
It's coming. You can see it like right there. See the smoke? Yeah, you can see it. So go ahead, Mark, stick it in there, and then and you can hear it's pressurizing it. Now the next question is if our seals hold, but
You see it coming out anywhere?
yeah, I see it coming out beside your.
Where I'm holding
Yeah,
it.
where you're holding it. But here, point this towards me here. That's just where you're really wanting to. Let's see if I can see anything in there. I don't see anything inside there or coming around the edges here.
Yeah, I see it coming just from my spot. I'm looking on the back side. I don't see anything either. You see anything over there? No.
So I don't see anything there either.
There's a lot of, you can hear the pressure.
I can see it's pressurizing it, so it has some sort of resistance, which is good. If you put your tester up against it and it didn't have any resistance, you're obviously going to have a leak somewhere. But like I said, the only smoke that's coming is from the seal here. And we'll open this up just to make sure that we have smoke flowing, because that could be an issue too. We'll turn that. There it is. Okay, so we know we have smoke coming out of there, so that's a good indication. So you can hear that. See how the resistance, you can hear it?
That smoke with transaxle fluid smells
awesome. Yeah, that's just awesome. So that's sealed right there, and like I said, well, now we're got a little bit of a leak here.
Yeah. Well, is that? Yeah, it is.
That's coming out of this here. All right, looks like it stopped.
That's right. I can't.
So it looks like.
Is there any smoke in there?
No, I don't see any. All the holes, yeah, all the holes look clean. I don't see any smoke coming from anywhere. So I would assume that this is all pretty tight.
It's all water. Vinegar. Yeah.
So we're going to say that this is good.
Yeah, I think it's good.
So
maybe we'll put a little air to it, a little higher pressure.
Yeah, we could put a little bit of air pressure to it, but I mean, you don't want to go crazy because then you will cause a hole in the system.
Yeah, about 14, 15 pounds.
Yeah, about 15 pounds would probably be the most I'd ever put on there. But anyway, I'm confident that that is in great shape for the age of it. Like I said, it varies on the condition of the car too. These fail. Depends on how the car's been treated over the years. If the fluid's been changed pretty often, the coolant, and that's usually what happens is the car sits, the fluid gets corrosive. Somebody doesn't change the fluid, and they change it every 10 years or so, not on the schedule that they are supposed to be changing. That's where they get their issues, because it gets corrosive after a while, and then it starts eating into those little capillary tubes in there, and then you got your issue. But anyway, I'm going to let you go. I would say this is good. Like I said, we're going to reinstall this. I have no problem reinstalling this back in the car. And like I said, people are going to have a problem with it. It's all up to the individual. If they want to spend the money to put a new one on there, go ahead. Go ahead and put it on there. But like I said, you can get access to this with the motor installed. It's just a little bit of a pain. But anyway, it's not a do or die. And you can check, as long as you keep an eye on that, pressurize your system every once in a while, maybe pressure check it, and check your transaxle fluid, which is, since we have the car out, or the engine out of the car, that would be right here. So you want to check this fluid and make sure it's fluid or transaxle oil only. If it's milky, not good. It means it's mixing in the heat exchanger. Also, you would check your coolant tank. If it's milky or whatever, it's mixing. So keep an eye on both those reservoirs, and as long as it's supposed to have the proper fluid in it, you're good. But anyway, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to stop rambling on about this and catch us up on our next video. And also, I got a product here I want to go over with. We made a video on an item that I received from a person that watches our channel. And they supply a camera, FitCam X, nice quality product. So if you have a dash cam you want to install, it's an easy installation, 2-3 minute install. Basically, you go on their website, fitcamx.com. Tell them what kind of vehicle you have. If they don't have a vehicle listed, just contact them and they'll make a camera up that fits your vehicle. They may require you to take some pictures, send it to them, but the quality is superb, 4K, easy accessibility, has a wide angle view, has looping capability, and it's a nice camera for the money that you pay for it. But it will look factory after it's installed. We installed it in our 2023 Chevy Colorado, and it looks factory installed. So anyway.
Good quality videos on there too.
Yep.
Took about 4 minutes to install.
Correct. So anyway, catch you in a few.